It's live.
You know what you turned on about? We're live.
We're live.
Yeah, it's gonna be real live. Leroy's in the back seat. Keeps playing with the radio. Told you to leave it alone. Well, I guess it's got audio. Maybe not. Yep. Won't work. I thought we could work the radio with that. Leroy Sound. Throw you out. Shuffling along there. Thank you.
Hi, Mama Jan.
I wonder where the signal goes in and out here.
It's pretty cool. It only shows where your lights are, and then after that, it's like dark.
Yeah, it's called After Dark. That's what we used to call our show, After Dark.
Woo!
Who knows? Not guess what And yeah, by the way, lots of compliments on the colors tonight. Oh,
Lots of compliments.
you're live streaming. You're not watching live stream.
I know.
Time, Leroy.
Hey, don't pull my hair.
Whatever.
That's the joke.
Just reaching for your ears.
Where are you going? We're just going, Mama Jan.
Where's we going? We're going out to Tabler Station.
Yeah, C4, I took care of that. Thank you for messaging me.
Anybody wants to look it up on the map, we're on Tabler Station.
Tabler Station.
Lions and tigers and bears, oh my.
Oh, my.
Leroy, leave the front. I said, leave it alone.
Come
I'm
on.
trying to turn the radio on.
Facebook user is Mike.
That's a cool intersection. They need to watch this. Not every intersection is offset. Very few are offset. This is an offset intersection. Four-way stop, too. We ain't going straight, but we are going straight.
We're not going straight, but we're going straight.
That's right. Out here by the deer.
Deer. Dinner.
Steel and deer. We're doing a back road tour tonight. Leroy's never been here before. Is his radio working? Right, maybe it is. What's that thing?
It was?
Serious to describe. Oh, see, it's got it blanked out, so it thinks we don't have any account.
Uh-oh. Leroy, what are you doing with the radio? You're messing it
broke
up.
Sears. Man, that's serious. He broke Sears. I didn't know you could do that.
Man, messing with the radio just doesn't.
That don't work either.
What's going on
You
here?
got a voicemail going through, whatever that is. That's what you are.
I'm guessing.
You probably voicemail.
We're voicemail.
Can they still hear us?
Can you guys hear us? Can you guys hear us?
Are we here?
Hello? Leroy, stop messing with the radio, man.
Yeah, turn the other stuff off. It's cute. Leroy's playing with the computer.
Man. Oh, look at those white horses.
Mama round and around we go.
Mama Jan said yes. So good, she could hear us.
Route 45 is where we go.
Route 45. 45.
Next stop, or next turn.
Making a left turn. No, wait, no, right turn, and then a left, and then a right.
Right turn, Clyde.
It's Monday night roller coaster ride.
Right or left?
Let's go right.
Slide. Left.
Oh, guess we're going left, even though we said let's go right.
Trinity Church is rough. One lane bridges on crap. We're out here on Tabor Station.
Woo!
Big horse ranch out here. On the right.
Hi Jared, how you doing?
I guess we can turn this noise off. Turn your noise off. Oh, you got one.
We love you too, Jared. We love you too.
Hope you're doing well, Jared. I think he blew the computer up.
Oh man, Leroy, you owe him $2,500.
That's deductible. That's what he's counting on. Where are you tonight? Why did you leave me here all alone? I searched the world over and thought I found true love. You found another and you were gone.
What?
You remember what that's from?
No.
Yeehaw. Yeehaw. Bet Mama Jan remembers.
Good night, Mary Ellen.
Where are you tonight? Why did you leave me here all alone? I'll let the audience finish.
I guess you're supposed to.
All the hee-haw fans.
I guess you guys are supposed to finish that song. Leroy needs to ride in the back. He is in the back.
He is in the back. He's reaching through the back window. I'm about to close it on him. If you catch his arm in it, he won't be able to play with the computer anymore.
Yellow Rose says, I remember. Jared said, I'm doing good. I'm doing it's good. Go back to cardiologist in 2 days of the 4 stents. They think the last wasn't big enough. Hoping another echo will show better.
Good deal. We'll be hoping too, brother.
C4 was singing with you.
Hoping and praying.
Oh, you know, Jared, we would be, you're in our prayers.
Hey,
100%.
it says stop.
Where?
I forgot where the stop button is on blue.
I think it's
Oh, wait a minute, he broke the computer. It ain't got it anymore.
I think it's that pedal to the right.
Is there any lights over there?
I don't see no lights.
Okay, we're good. Left turn, Clyde.
Oh, my God.
Sixth gear. On the movie. First gear. Second gear.
See,
Up in smoke.
C4 said, I searched the world over and thought
On I found true love. You met another and you were gone. Yeah, that's what we learned as little kids off the TV.
Well, what I learned was, this is the song that doesn't end. It goes on and on, my friends.
What is that?
Lamb chop.
Oh, no. No.
Yes.
We didn't do Lamb Chop. We did Tom and Jerry and Roadrunner.
Me.
Our cartoons didn't sing. They were funny.
Oh, that wasn't a cartoon. That was a puppet.
Actually, there was a couple that sang, like Pepe Le Pew. He sang some. Bang!
Where? Hey!
Two of them. Oh, I should have had another shit. Yeah. We're still praying too, so stiff upper lip, Jared. Stiff upper lip, brother.
Does anyone remember Lamb Chop?
Barely. Just enough to remember I wanted to ignore it.
Well, I used to be a big fan when I was a baby
Oh, baby, okay, that's different.
of, there was a bigger fan of, it was a purple dinosaur.
No, no, no.
I love you,
Nah.
let's go shoot Barney. Hey, oh, no.
Did he quit?
Yes, I quit.
Hey, I rolled the window. Crazy. What the hell's the matter with you? Had all the windows rolled down.
Yellow Rose is like Lamb Chop and Sherry Lewis.
Sherry.
Yep.
No, it's Jerry Lewis. Is one of the best comedians ever. Sorry.
No, Sherry
That's
Lewis.
not Jerry Lewis.
No, Sherry Lewis is the one that played Lamb Chop, the one
Yeah,
from
never
Oyster.
played. Oh yeah, I think I remember. Yeah, this lamb chop. Yeah, the little puppet.
Them saying I
Sherry,
have, this is Jared, them saying I have 5 to 10 years left on me, of me, is not good with me. I'll do all in my fights to last a lifetime for Bree and June.
You betcha. That's the way to speak.
Amen.
Say it out loud in the mirror, brother.
And proud.
We're home. Let's say home.
Freedom!
Yeah, I can't play the song since you're streaming.
Oh no, Leroy
gotta
messed
sing.
the computer up, remember?
Well, yeah. I saw it squeaking.
I don't know. That's what we can.
Yeah, that. You're leaning too hard on something. Leather on leather is what that is.
Leather on leather squeak. Wow. Look at this road. Look at this driveway. It's so awesome.
Dun-dun, dun-dun. Dun-dun, dun. You done yet?
I'm spit. Oh my gosh, what's that?
It's Jason. And he's got Freddy with him.
And Michael Myers? What?
Oh no, it ain't Halloween.
Bumpity bumpity oof. We are on. Oh.
Sorry if you're getting queasy, but that's just the driveway.
Whoa. 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 Man, Leroy, take it easy on the turns, huh? Oh, wait, you're not driving. You're in the back
He's
seat.
down here steering there. You got down here between my legs, he's steering.
Oh boy.
You can't see where he's going, but he's steering. Shout, Leroy, there's a creek there. Look at that, he fed it right through the middle of the gate. It ain't too bad. He does pretty good standing on the floor. He can't back up there because he can't see the camera.
I don't hear the generator.
Imagine that. If you do, shoot it. Damn, there's a camper in my parking spot. Doesn't that happen?
Woohoo!
That's 10 feet, Sam. Peace out. No, we're not going out. We're going in. They get the goodies.
I'll get this soda.
Hmm?
I'll grab the soda.
What?
Your soda.
You got the key.
You got the phone?
We can do that. I'll take the phone. He's got the key. Hey, look at there. There's another camper back. Yeah, got the window up.
Starry night.
I know. I'm gonna probably get the tripod out and experiment with the astro pictures. It's pretty cool. Electric panel glowing over there. Blue turn these lights off, it'll go out. Mhm. There's our dusted on lights. There's one there and one on the other side. Those are the driveway lights, thanks to Dustin's hard work. And that's a key.
Going in the wrong way. Come on.
You're in the show. Yeah, but I can't reach the chat button.
Come on, bud.
Oh, you want me to go in first in the dark? Huh?
In the dark.
In the dark. No, not really. We got the stove light. Get this thing on a tripod real quick. We figured Miss Q didn't feel good tonight, so we told her we'd do a show anyway.
Big tripod.
Yep. A little one in there?
No, I think that's a car. I didn't say car.
A big one will work.
I don't want to sit in the lab.
Say car again, Blue won't let you ride again. Oh, that expedition car.
Hey, I already called that. What?
See what they're saying there. I gotta keep track. Yep. See if Freedom said there's a truck with my pants on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're shuffling them around there a little bit here and there. Yeah, Jared, I'm gonna tell you why you're not gonna quit. Hey, there's why. Camp Freedom has refrigerator art. That's why you're not gonna quit. God bless you, brother. We're with you. Here, hold that a minute.
Uh,
I turn the light or two. I got somebody here.
oh no, I broke your camera. I'm sorry.
Big. Oh boy. Can't really get away from it, man.
Oh, God.
It's like an old man.
PG, man. Mama Jan's like LOQ.
Just shorten it up a little bit. Here, now they go have to turn. Yeah, that turn on's like this.
Scared so bad, and my phone jumped out of my hand.
Oh,
Yeah, they said it's not on the camera. Scared me.
that's a bit. Cracker too. I gotta loosen up a little more.
Well, since we're bringing it old school, you guys remember this?
You asked me that too, LS/MST.
MFT.
That's what I said, MFT. What do you think I said? No. I wouldn't forget that part. Yes, sir, Mr. Jared. That's right. We're gonna get you here too.
Amen, see you, boys.
You make my day typing that stuff, Jared. Make my day. C4 2.
C4 2?
C4 2. Better than C4 3. I'm not sure if we have a C4 1, but we do have a C for freedom.
Yes, we do. And we have sweet tea.
Sweet tea. Oh, we got something a lot better than sweet tea. You got my bag open yet.
Calypso.
Yeah, you can put a flag up. Probably ought to put Betsy Ross up. That'd be cool. Or something up anyway. One of these days. I'm gonna get back over here where I can see what I'm doing. You got that bright light on over there. That's better. Let's see if I get this back over here. I'm gonna switch it. Gotta switch. More settings. Camera. That one.
Amen, Jared.
That one. And then we'll set you all over here. Like we usually do. Yeah, that's right. And send check. Blank label.
Jared said, Mr. Q, you make every day a better day for me. Seeing you and hearing your voice makes me fight every day for all I've got. Thank you. For you, I hear.
Yep. You're my hero, Jared. You're the one. You're the one with the big fight, and you're doing it well. So you're my hero.
Well, I don't even want to talk to you, Sean. You didn't even say hi to me and Rogers or Stormtroopers. Nope. No hi.
I am. I'm about to be.
Well, that's a different story.
Oh, wait, see what I found. Before it was the pepperoni roll with the silky mozzarella cheese, was the way they said it. I know how many people around here like paninos, but I found hillbilly paninos because they have pepperoni instead of Italian sausage or white salamis, different salamis. In West Virginia, you can buy them pepperoni on them. Yeah, it's a cheese stick with a pepperoni in it. For all you people don't know what a panino is. I can switch back to chat.
Love.
You gonna type or talk?
Hey.
Camera's on you. You better talk.
Talk.
Oh, I'm gonna eat.
I guess. How you doing, guys?
Open that cigarette up.
Huh?
Huh? I'll put the cigarette after.
Something to do.
Of course. Pepperoni. That's even better than the hard salami.
I think everyone likes what it.
I can't see it from there.
But he's like, "Where's my piece?"
Stephen Freedom said she left her Betsy Ross. She better put it up. You won't give him too much pepperoni, you can gas.
Okay.
But now, you ain't got to get down on free. You didn't right there.
Yeah, no piece.
That cheese is better than silky mozzarella. It's not silky, it's just mozzarella.
Oh yeah.
Anything missing is a room count. I haven't seen a place where he gives a room count. I believe there is one.
I don't remember Betsy Ross. I remember American Flag.
Mm.
Freedom!
What?
Freedom!
Sounds like he lost his voice.
I can't barely hear. What?
What about the bear?
Yeah. I know, exactly.
You think we got bears? Oh, this is for all everyone older than Dustin. You never heard of a smoothie before?
Well, breakfast was the-
Well, there ain't but one smoothie. It looks like a peanut butter cup. Got one difference. Instead of peanut butter cup, it's a butterscotch cup with peanut butter inside.
You still didn't even say.
It's one of the oldest candy bars in the United States.
You still didn't say hi stuff.
I don't have the title with it.
You're telling me a little louder. I said I'm not even gonna talk to you. You say hi, big stormtrooper captain.
What?
I thought this was the oldest kid.
What's cool? No. The other day, they were near the oldest. The oldest is. Look it up. If I remember right, I think it's Agnes. Or else Hershey.
What is the oldest candy?
There. Save points for a t-shirt. The oldest candy bar in the United States. Probably somebody made a mistake and called it a chocolate cream bar so they can sell it. That's why
What is the oldest chocolate bar in the United States?
No, you're saying chocolate bar. Candy bar.
What is the oldest candy bar in the United States? Newton Glen,
Really?
1800.
Loved it. But they still make them still. Well, everybody remembers. I did find one that I hadn't seen in years. I didn't think they made anymore. Found another one tonight. Whatchamacallits.
What's it called?
Whatchamacallit. Let me guess. They were made. They started making them sometime in the 70s. 78. I think they made them right before I got out of school.
Slow day for phones.
Didn't it? So, yeah.
What's your phone?
Candy war. Probably. Huh? Look at that. 1978. For all you trivia fans.
Yeah, you just ignoring that. It's a cardboard. You still didn't even say hello.
There's a trivia question for you. Where's Clark Bar made? I'm not allowed to answer because I called him. I can tell you. Okay, good. Trying to get you to do a trivia game on the chat room.
Where was Clark
You
Farm?
keep answering. That ain't no fun.
You telling me?
Leroy, quit giving him the answer. I called him. He's giving you. Leroy's giving you the answer.
Where was Clark Farm made?
Clark Bar candy bar.
Yeah, that was the American flag. See for that you left.
Yeah.
That was the American flag you left.
There you
See,
go.
not Betsy Ross. Betsy Ross, 13-foot star. Sure.
There is one up there. No, seriously. Get a t-shirt. Let's get it smoothies still. They've always been in there. Look like coins. They're in every smoothie candy bar. They're in every mallow cup. Mallow cup's the other one that just Warrior.
Oh, zero.
See,
The yellow rose. She's like, it's good. Yeah. Just if that case yellow rose, just get the cacao. Eat it from straight from the cacao.
the
Good.
cut cup.
Before it's cooked.
Is that like bigger or smaller than that? Well, I guess he ain't gonna do trivia. I guess I'll have to read a little bit.
We are doing a trip. I went to the cardboard.
They're just supposed to play music and stuff like dun 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 dun.
I
Oh,
guess Jeopardy might.
wrong show.
Jeopardy might tell us that.
Who's Jeopardy? Oh, no, baby. I'm like 3 months. See nothing. I hear nothing. Was it smell nothing? No. Taste it? No. Which one was
They believe it's still in peace.
it? It wasn't taste no either.
Trying to get my ears to.
I can't believe you said taste. It's speak.
Well, it's a good thing. Don't take peace.
It was close. We'll put it that way.
I was there.
Just using the tongue for the wrong thing instead of tasting. You got to say it. See no evil, hear no evil, speak. We left off last time on self speak. Self speaks some good stuff. Yeah, I like buying the old stuff when I can find it. You want to find the old stuff, the real good old stuff, go to a Cracker Barrel. Right up by the cash register. Okie dokie, on the last episode of What to Say When You Talk to Yourself, we left it off at a little chapter called Self-Speak. Anything you say out loud to yourself or to someone else about yourself or about anything else is part of your self-talk. What you say when you're speaking makes up an important part of the pictures and directions you're feeding to your subconscious mind. It makes sense that if what you say when you're speaking paints the wrong pictures or delivers commands which give yourself counterproductive information, the end result will be that your brain will act on the information in a way that could work against you in a number of ways. Telling a friend that you don't like your job cannot possibly help your job. You may make yourself feel better by getting it off your chest, and in most forms of therapy, that technique is used with some success. But how much better it would be if you were to change your attitude by changing the programming you were giving yourself, especially in those circumstances when the job, or any situation for that matter, isn't going to change just by complaining about it. Your self-talk is at the heart of something we call acceptance. There are times in your life when all of us feel compelled to put up with a bad situation. But it is completely up to you whether you let that situation work against you or make a mental decision to see it in a different way. Your self-speak and other forms of self-talk are the determining factors in whether the real you, the inside you, wins or loses. We make hundreds of comments or statements on any given day. It might not seem all that important to phrase each of the many things you say each day in some positive way. But consider that each of those statements is a directive to your subconscious mind. Then add up those comments and statements over a week or a month or maybe even a year. They add up to tens of thousands of minor but very important subconscious self-directives. They're important, all right. They have a whole lot to do with what you accomplish, how you feel, and also who you become. The easiest way to determine which of the people around you are the real winners in life and which are not is to listen to their self-speak, what they say when they talk about anything. Winners use self-speak to build an attitude that produces winning results. It doesn't mean that winners don't have problems. It doesn't mean that every day for them is a perfect day. But look at their average scores in winning at life over a few months or a few years. The better their self-speak, the better their score. The more positive their approach, the more successful the results. In time, positive self-speak becomes as much an automatic habit as walking, moving, eating, or even sleeping. And when positive self-speak becomes a habit, so do the successes which the self-speak creates. Listen to everything you say when you speak. Do your words paint the picture for your own subconscious mind you want it to be hearing? If not, change the words. Rephrase them. Learning to build the best in yourself by learning to give yourself a refreshing new program of self-speak is one of the greatest gifts you will ever give to yourself. Once mastered, it is a treasure that you will never lose. Next up is self-conversation. This form of self-talk is one of the easiest to use, and it can also be a lot of fun. Self-conversation is the technique of actually talking to yourself out loud and holding down both ends of one conversation, all by yourself. Self-conversation is one of the most effective forms of self-talk because it engages more of your senses and puts more of you to work programming yourself in a new way. When you have a self-conversation, more of you gets involved. When you first begin to practice conversational self-talk, you may want to go in a bathroom and lock the door. When you start talking to yourself out loud, carrying on a conversation with yourself, asking yourself questions and then answering them, even your most trusted family members may think you have finally gone over the edge. On one occasion, I was flying from Chicago to San Francisco with a layover in Denver on the night of December 23rd, the night before Christmas Eve. Because of bad weather, our departure from Denver was delayed, and at 20 minutes after 11 at night, we were informed that because of a snowstorm, we would have to spend several hours, possibly even all night, in the Denver airport. Since it was the busiest holiday season, all of the planes were packed, and due to the planes being offloaded at the Denver airport, lobby and terminal buildings were rapidly filling up with passengers, none of whom were happy about having to spend the night at the Denver airport, missing their connecting flights and quite possibly not being able to make it home in time for you-know-who, Christmas Eve. I don't think I've ever seen so many irate people in one place at one time. I thought some of them were going to put their cigars out on the ticket agent's forehead. Obviously, they must have been thought that the snowstorm was the airline's fault. After all, who could blame God for making it snow the night before Christmas Eve? After sizing up the situation, I decided this might be a good time for me to practice a little conversational self-talk. I wanted to go home just as much as anyone else, and I thought this would be a good time to test the effect of some instant programming. I looked around and noticed that the seats in the waiting area were filling up fast, and I noticed 3 seats side by side in a row that were vacant. So I walked over, sat down in the middle of the 3 seats, and proceeded to talk to myself out loud. In a clear, confident, and loud voice, I turned to myself and said, "Hi, Shad. Looks like we're grounded." "Yep," I answered, just as confidently. "What would you like to do?" "Let's talk." And thus began one of the most interesting conversations I believe I have ever had with no one more than myself. It worked. Not only was the stress level lower than anyone else's in the airport, but no one else sat down on either side of me all night. There is, however, a less conspicuous and safer way to use self-conversation, and it is a way I recommend you try at your next available opportunity. I refer to it as shower talk, and it works like this. Tomorrow morning, when you step into the shower, say good morning to yourself. Say it out loud, and say it with a smile on your face. Greet the day with your chin up, your attitude high, and tell yourself just how great the day is going to be. You look great today. You feel good, and you're in great shape, and you're ready to tackle anything. And then respond. Give yourself an answer back. Something along the lines of, "Yeah, I feel terrific. Today especially. I feel good. I like who I am, and I'm glad to be alive and going for it." Even 2 or 3 minutes of that kind of rousing internal motivation can get you started on the right foot, facing the day, looking forward to it, and get them moving and believing in a way that can change an average day into an exceptional day. And guess what? It really works. Think how much better that kind of invigorating, positive, day starting, confidence building, self dialogue can be than other ways we often use to start out the day. When I'm doing a training program for a corporation or an organization, when I talk about getting yourself started in the morning with that kind of self talk, self conversation of the most activating and vitalizing kind, I usually see in the audience in front of me a few faces which are registering what looks like something between amusement and incredible. Okay, I must be kidding. But a few weeks later, after that, they had a chance to try it a while for themselves. I hear a different story. They try it and it works. Why not start your day out with the absolute best about yourself? Why not come alive, tell yourself what you can do that day instead of groggily shaking your head over what you cannot? It has worked for business managers, salespeople, office workers, construction workers, athletes, students, pretty much anyone who wants to make today, tomorrow, and every day count. Although you can carry on a self-conversation silently, you will find that when you talk to yourself out loud, you are forcing yourself to put your thoughts into words. That helps you clarify your thinking in the subject and become much more specific than when you are just letting thoughts drift through your mind. One of the benefits of talking to yourself in this way, out loud, and carrying on a conversation with yourself is that this allows you to ask yourself questions and get straightforward answers. When you first try this, you might be surprised at some of the answers you get. We know ourselves pretty well, better than we sometimes think we do. The result is what most of the answers we get when we talk to ourselves. The right questions are the real answers. Answers that get us to stop kidding ourselves and get down to the facts. When you first begin to talk out loud to yourself, you might feel a little bit foolish. I know I did. But in a day or two, the benefits will outweigh the minor embarrassment it might have taken to get started. In a short while, you will find yourself talking to yourself in the car, while you're alone at the office, and while you're on a walk, pretty much anywhere at all. Use a few of these precious moments of privacy we cherish so much. Tell yourself that you're okay, that you are better than okay. Go ahead and say it out loud. If you have a question you haven't found the answer to, ask it. Take counsel with yourself. You've got a pretty good friend in there who's been waiting to hear from you. And then last but not least, well, I'm going to say, no, actually, this is not last but least, self-write, as in writing. Some people have told me that writing their own self-talk has been one of the most enjoyable projects that they've ever embarked upon themselves. Other equally motivated would-be self-talkers have told me that using self-talk, reading self-talk, or listening to self-talk was great, but they simply couldn't find the time or perhaps the creativity within themselves to write phrase for phrase the self-talk they needed to achieve the changes they wanted to make. Self-write is the kind of self-talk that you write out, word for word, for yourself. It is self-talk that is phrased in specific self-talk statements which deal directly with the most important new instructions you want to deliver to your subconscious mind, the new programming you want to work on most. In Chapter 22, you will learn the specific steps to follow to write your own self-talk. When I first explored finding practical ways to put self-talk to work, I began by writing out self-talk for each area of personal improvement, and then establishing a daily routine of reading the self-talk to myself. It was effective, but it took time and diligence. Other individuals who tried this method met with the same result, but in each case, the effectiveness was directly related to the effort that the self-talker was willing to put into the project. This early form of self-talk was written out on index cards, one self-talk statement per card. Eventually, the persistent self-talk user would develop a card deck of self-talk phrases covering a variety of situations. Anytime a specific goal or problem came up, self-talk phrases from the card deck could be pulled out and used each day until the goal was accomplished or the problem was under control. Although the results were apparent, the effort it took to create the self-talk card deck often got in the way of successfully maintaining an ongoing do-it-yourself self-talk program. Eventually, after observing others who used their technique, I came to the conclusion that most people simply are not conditioned to write self-talk. The result is that they don't. To remedy this, I wrote examples of specific self-talk phrases which covered some 40 areas of self-improvement. In all, several hundred individual self-talk phrases which others could follow and use to more easily write their own self-talk. I was well aware of the fact that a lot of people would rather do just about anything than have to sit down and write, especially something as detailed and precise as the specific phrasing, which is required to create the kind of self-talk that will reprogram the subconscious mind in just the right way. That is not to say that writing self-talk has to be a chore. But unless you enjoy working with words and are willing to follow the rules of wording that work most effectively, no matter how much you wanted to begin using self-talk, you can get stopped almost as soon as you got started. But for those who have learned what to write and how to state it, self-write is an exceptionally effective way to reprogram. It focuses your attention, makes you think, and gets you actively involved in the process of erasing the old negative programming and actively participating in the process of replacing the old with the new. That kind of focus, that amount of involvement, fine tunes your initiative and adds energy to your determination. By writing out your own self talk, you increase your awareness of the objectives. It gets you interested, and interest creates it gets you interested, and interest creates energy. The more energy you put into anything, the better chance it will work for you. I stated earlier that when it comes to finding a way to improve yourself, if it isn't simple, it won't work. So before you decide whether or not writing your own self-talk will be simple and easy for you, you should try it first for yourself. If it doesn't work for you, there are other means to the end. If self-write does work for you, then you will not only enjoy the process, you will be delighted at the amazing results. Next after that, there will be a thing called Take Talk. And yeah, this goes on. This is like the longest chapter in the, so we'll stop it there. Take Talk is when you record yourself talk, which is a chapter 2. All right, so there we are. Yeah, we did something tonight for the first time. We flew the colors after dark. We got quite a few comments between here in the sheet store, and so we love our community. It's very patriotic around here. Oh, you're welcome, Mama Jane. I I love to read from our library. We have a pretty extensive library. Quite a few different genres, you might say. And we're about halfway through. So it gets into some really good stuff on it towards the end. It gets into a lot more about the self-talk conversations, self-talk right. A lot more detailed stuff. And I've been practicing self-talk since I bought that book, which was right after it came out, which was, what was it, 80s? Two. I bought it in 83 when I got out of the Army. When I bought this book. Read it cover to cover probably 3 times, almost nonstop, just because I was amazed at at the way you can control your subconscious mind. Really, that was amazing to me at the ripe old age of 21 or 20, 23. So, and I've read it quite a few times since then to myself and out loud. I think I read it twice on internet radio when we was on that.
Basically, talk to yourself.
It's got to be out loud, and preferably in a mirror so you can see your face. That's the best way to do it, is out loud in the mirror.
I don't smoke.
You should have waited till after midnight to say that.
I don't smoke. That's the way you smoke a cigarette. That's the question. No, smoke.
One big question. Like, be considered.
It is a confusing question.
It's a
Yes, it is.
confusing question.
Dustin, why you gotta be confused? Because it's confusing.
Nah, you're good, C4. Dude said he just emailed you. Oh, how much time we got? Up to almost to an hour, ain't we? I think we did good for our late night show. I asked Ms. Q about 9:30 if she wanted to stream, and she said she wasn't feeling up to it. So I told her to go ahead and put one up, and we was getting late supper, so we decided to tune it up once we got started back at camp. And now I think maybe turn on the Roku and watch a little tube.
I didn't get the email yet, Jared.
It might take a minute. We are on RV and being throttled. Not sure how that word got to be used with the internet. Yeah, it's a whatchamacallit. Oh man. Oh, I guess one thing we probably should talk a little bit about every time we're on, because we've been talking about it some, and probably I'll talk more, is the fact that the nonprofit is in place, and it's time for us to be coming up with ways to earn money and also give money. And there's quite a few things that we can do legally that we wasn't able to do before the nonprofit came in, like auctions, uh, different types of sales. We can do bingo up to the point of having a bingo hall. I've already checked into that. Anything that we can do on a private level to raise money. Uh, our idea is not only just to raise money for Camp Freedom, that's one, the primary reason, but it's also to raise funds for St. Jude's Children's Hospital. That's the main charity for Camp Freedom. Um, anybody that has other charities that they would like for us to look at and add to that list, that's fine. Because whole idea that started this was when a man named Santa appeared to need some help on a live stream. And the guy that ended up being referred to as Patriot Q showed up with help. And that's where it began. And because of, you might say, uh, current events, recent events and current events, that help is going to be expanded to help not only any and all patriots that need the type of help we can give here at Camp Freedom, but most importantly, we are preparing an area fairly good sized on the quiet part of camp for any J6ers that are released from prison, jail, and need a place to be either temporarily or even possibly permanent. That's something we've talked about a lot, and we are getting ready to start the project. Well, one of the projects, like four or five different things going at once. We got finished with one today, so we can add one back to the list, and that's going to be clearing the area and the road up to the area where the J6ers area is going to be. So I'm looking forward to that. We'll probably do a little bit of live streaming for that. Another project you'll be seeing live streams on either through this week or into the weekend. There's going to be over at the High Tower headquarters. We have a lot of digging to do, find electric wires, some, I guess, pipe that has a bunch of water in it, put out of the well, or the water line. And we need to trace those and figure out the best way to set it up so that we can get the plumbing on with the electric that's on over there and use that area the way we want to use it. The first stage of the High Tower area will be to clear off all the junk and scrap. Junk will be dumpster for headed for the dump, and scrap will be headed for the scrapyard. Money made from the scrap will be given and put into the Camp Freedom account in the company, 100%, other than probably some gas dollars here and there to haul the scrap. Everything we make with it will be going right back into camp. And Dustin and I have been going back and forth and have a couple of other ideas for some money raising, money for people to have the desire to donate, you may say, different things that we're going to be putting together. So y'all want to hang on tight. It's going to be some exciting times coming up. And the date for the opening being the last weekend in May, the weekend before Memorial Day weekend, is set pretty much. We have the flyers out. Which flyers? You want to, so, and those are work flyers. So the flyers for the work weekends are in the truck. That's okay. We've already been putting some out. And this is more for local people than anything. Which we're going to be starting, let's see, this is what, we got one more weekend in March after this. Probably we'll be starting either the last weekend in March or the first weekend in April, where we're going to invite local people plus anybody that happens to be traveling through the area the opportunity to come into camp either on a Saturday or Sunday and help us out with some clearing some brush or whatever job we might be working on that they feel like they'd like to help and volunteer their time. And in return, they'll be fed a really good meal. And if they choose to be here for both days, we'll be able to, as the weather warms up, we'll be able to supply them a tent to sleep in. All they'll need to bring is their personal bedding type of thing. So that's in the plans. We want to get that up and running because there's a lot of small jobs at camp that we can have volunteers doing while we're doing the building process and getting things ready for this to actually look like a campground. You want me to give you a good actually? Actually, it does because we had 2 campers in it. Not 1, but 2.
With 2 tents already set up.
2. And 2 tents. No, wait a minute. One of your tents is going to disappear and turn into a telephone pole.
He's still gonna be. Scariest pictures.
Okay. What? Looking great, Jared. Yeah, I was gonna say you gotta get closer to that camera. I like that one. The wall is sharp. That is sharp.
That's a big tree.
Much respect. Well, I guess we can't do a late night show without that Jerry.
Jerry.
Jerry?
Sure.
Leroy, where'd Jerry go?
Oh,
That must be Jerry.
who is that, buddy?
Must be Jerry. I get a thorn in my knee.
You got a thorn in your knee.
Like, time for some Jerry jar. Handpicked.
It's rated PG-13.
So who 13? Huh?
Rated PG-13.
There goes 3rd.
What's on second?
Exactly. That's shortstop.
C4 when you do the next election.
The first, actually, it's going to be a real first big auction with Camp Freedom, which will include everything for Dustin, because we have a way to keep track of people that get auction to Dustin, get Dustin's things in auction. And everything is going to be, I don't know, Miss Q, you there? Are you lurking at 11:35? I bet she is. I told you.
Well, I dozed off on the
no,
couch.
wait a minute, I got to turn you up. All right, now talk.
I dozed off on the couch with the dogs.
It's still down low, but I guess that's it. My media's down. Wait a minute. Hope I can do this without turning it off. But if I turn it off, don't end it.
Okay.
Volume. Sounds.
It should be media output.
Volume. Yep, look at that. Right there it is. I can hear you now.
Okay.
Almost.
I said I dozed off with the dogs on the couch. And I just woke up.
I didn't hear the doze part.
I just woke up in time to walk them and go to bed.
Yep, we did good for hour and 10 minutes. We had lots of help from Leroy.
No, then I'm glad I dozed off.
I don't like how my new phone is treating StreamYard. Can't hear anything now.
We'll have to look at that the next time you're here. See what's going on.
That's gonna be pretty soon.
Okay.
We're approaching the 6-day mark.
Yeah.
The only problem is we still got 2 more days of pretty weather before the rain gets here.
Yeah, what is it? Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, something like that.
Thursday night, Friday, Saturday, I don't know. It's gonna be 2 or 3 days on and off of rain coming up, starting like Wednesday night or Thursday.
Yeah. No, hi, Mama Jan. No, I just every once in a while go through a couple of days where I have to fight off halos and headaches. Halos
I gotta get
usually
up close so I can hear you.
halos usually mean the beginning of a migraine, but we've been keeping them at bay. What are you doing? I'm here.
Okay, I didn't lose.
I have not, but I can throw a dart at a calendar sometime tomorrow and get a date. Suggestions from the chat room. Is a weekend better or a weekday? Would be my question.
What?
To have an online auction. Are more people
Yeah, that's a good question.
Are more people available during the day or during the week, or more people available on weekends? Because I know the weather's getting pretty and a lot of people plan things on weekends. Yeah, Mama Jan, I don't mind a headache, but I hate the halos and the tunnel vision.
Well, the settings say you should be on wide, loud, and then, so I don't know about that one either. In case anybody missed it, you can go back on earlier today, and I don't think we got booted off a CommiTube port. I don't think we screwed up, but we did cut down a couple of really big cherry trees.
Yeah.
I like cutting big trees.
Yeah, that's a good answer, Dustin.
What? I ain't got to chat, and y'all was talking about me.
He
I
said,
tell you, because she said good answer.
Instead of available, whatever excuse up.
Gonna be a great summer, I know that.
Yeah, well, I'll pick a weekend and we'll give it.
Fair, I can't hear you. The furnace came on.
I said we'll pick
Hey, Roy, turn the furnace off. If it gets cold, you'll leave.
Well, I'll pick a weekend. I'll give it.
I understand what's wrong.
We'll pick 1, 2, or 3 weeks out. Let's see, April. Let's see, Easter's on I think the 7th. We'll pick it like the weekend after Easter. That way, it gets the holiday out of the way. I think that's when Easter is. Well, I don't know what he did that time, but oh, come on. There it is. I love my new phone mostly. Calendar. Let's see. No, Easter is the 9th. So probably the weekend of the 22nd. Because that way let's see. Oh no, we have another weekend there. Weekend of the 15th. Yeah, right before tax day. I'm thinking weekend of the 15th of April.
Tax day.
Yeah, well, tax day is the 18th.
What's on the 15th April?
That's when I'm thinking of having the auction, because that way Easter's out of the way. And
Oh, the big auction. Okay. But we need to be having some little auction stuff. We need to be doing some waffles or raffles or something.
yeah. Well, we can set those up in Facebook. Set the waffles up in the Facebook room.
You got a mouse in your pocket?
Yeah.
You want to explain my side of that way? I'll be there ready to listen. I gotta bring my chainsaw with me just so I can sit and sharpen it while you're working.
Yeah.
I need some more weed.
Y'all gonna sit and talk some more. I'm going to bed, so
I'm not sitting talking more. I'm gonna watch some TV. It's all recorded stuff, but it's still cool to watch.
Yeah.
Get freedom!
okay. Well,
Love everybody. Thanks for being here. I just still don't have a clue how many there are, but I know you're out there.
yeah, and thank everybody that put up with these two for an hour.
There's three of us. Leroy left a couple minutes ago.
Yeah.
Chaplain.
Everybody's crashed. He don't care.
He had a big day. He was busy.
He's covered that.
Thank you, Mama Jan. Yes, get some extra sleep. Maybe my dad's been sleeping until 9 o'clock, so maybe I'll get some extra sleep in the morning.
I know that. I'll just leave here about 5 o'clock and wake you up.
That's all right. I'm usually awake at 6 anyway. So
It might be a day trip. Might have to be here 6 days, do a day trip, and do another 6 days.
whatever you need to do. Yeah, I know. You'll just come home long enough to do laundry and leave again.
Oh no, you sure agreed to that day trip thing awful quick. What's his name?
Who's?
He works for the telemarketing.
He don't first.
That's all right.
Yeah.
After 37 years with you, I'll take a vow of celibacy.
What? Let me rephrase that. Put it in Texas version. Do what? Okay, then we go to. I heard that. We're gonna skip the middle ones.
Yeah. Well, everybody, be safe, be blessed. We'll talk to you sometime tomorrow.
Sometime, somewhere, over the rainbow.
More later.
More later.
Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.